The stamina bar has been depleted. The Sixers are fucking cooked. More cooked than a Hot Pocket left in the microwave for way too long. They collapsed in the fourth quarter. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe bricking threes left and right. Jalen Brunson, Bridges hitting clutch mid-range shots. The Sixers weren't able to do anything, let's go back to the fourth quarter. So Deuce McBride hits a three because, of course, he did. Did Miles McBride ever have a 0-point game against the Philadelphia 76ers? We need to find that out right now. It seems like it doesn't matter how well the team's shooting, how well he's shooting. Whenever the Knicks need a clutch shot, Miles McBride is there to hit it. And then, the Sixers actually switched Paul George onto Cat in the second half, which was kind of working better than, putting, Barlow, Bona, Drummond. They were getting into way too much foul trouble. Paul George, being the highest IQ defender on the team, was doing a really good job against Cat, preventing him from knifing his way to the basket. Cat didn't have a lot of attempts at the rim, and PG was able to, defend him pretty well. He missed a dunk, like an easy dunk on a PG post-up. And then PG forced a turnover on Cat, leading to Kelly free throws. Pretty much after that, really, the Sixers just flat out started choking. Maxey bricking a wide open three off a Barlow tip out. I really like the way Barlow played. Definitely brought a lot of energy. Which was a scarce resource in this game. The Sixers had no energy really in the second half. I mean, the fourth quarter, they were 4 for 18. So this team's just flat out cooked. Tyrese Maxey led the NBA amidst the entire regular season. He simply did not show up when you needed him to in the fourth quarter. Ended up shooting 9 for 23, 39%, 1 for 6 from 3. Simply not 6 turnovers too. The turnovers for the Sixers were just simply embarrassing, giving the Knicks way too much easy baskets off of those sloppy possessions. Simply not taking care of the ball. That's what you need. That's what you need to do when you don't have your main offensive option with in Joel Embiid on the court. You need to take care of the basketball, because these possessions, they're going to be hard to come by. Scoring is going to be hard to come by. You don't have that 7 foot tall behemoth being able to post up and draw fouls and do all that, kind of slow the game down. The Sixers were trying to play as fast as possible, and it kind of took a toll on them. Those 2 straight Maxey misses. Brunson hit that jumper. VJ bricked a 3. Bridges hit that jumper. Maxey was going to the rim, and it just slipped out of his hands. Just slipped out of his hands like a fucking bar of soap. It felt like every time the Sixers drove to the basket, the ball would just refuse to stay in the hands of whoever was shooting it. The ball was just flying all over the place the entire night. There was this one possession that was especially concerning. It was VJ Quinn Grimes having an open shot and fumbling the ball. I forgot who passed it to him, but Grimes had a wide open shot under the basket, and he literally just lost it. It wasn't even that bad of a pass either. And then VJ, he did end up hitting a 3 after Maxey and Barlow were just fumbling the ball, passing it to each other. The ball just didn't want to stay in the Sixers' hands. They had 16 turnovers by the end of the third quarter. It wasn't enough. It simply wasn't enough. This Knicks team, they are too well rested. They just simply have a lot more consistent weapons. Paul George was going nuts from 3. In the first half, he ended up shooting 5 for 13. I did like the aggression from Paul George. 7 for 18 from the field. 13 threes attempted, though. That really says a lot about where Paul George is at his career. He's just a jump shooter at this point, man. 6 rebounds, 4 assists as well. He was really doing a lot to keep the Sixers in the game, which is with his catch and shoot threes. It was huge for the Sixers when they just struggled to get any offense. Had a nice step back 3 in the corner, I think, over Jalen Brunson. I like that he was trying to take advantage of those mismatches. The Sixers, they're fighting. They are fighting the entire game. They just simply do not have enough energy. We're keeping it really close with the Knicks. The second quarter, they had Karl Anthony Towns grab his 3rd foul. So the Sixers, they had a huge opportunity to be able to get a big lead now that Cat was out, but they just simply were not able to get any significant lead. They were only up by 1 point by the end of the second quarter because of I think a VJ Edgecombe 3. VJ, by the way, he wasn't amazing in this one. Wasn't like he was in like game 2 with his 30 bomb. But he was 6 for 13, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He was giving you solid numbers for a rookie. I mean, he had a really nice possession where he was just breaking Josh Hart off the dribble and hit a nice pull-up jumper. The Sixers simply have a stud in VJ Edgecombe. I mean, the fact that he's being, this poised really in the playoffs. I mean, he's a rookie and he's putting up 17 points against a damn good Knicks team. I just like how he was being aggressive going to the rim. You're going to need that type of offensive output with Embiid out, but simply you go look at the bench, man. You look at the bench, fucking Quentin Grimes. I am so tired of watching Quentin Grimes play basketball, man. Usually throughout the season, there was like a 50-50 chance that when he got the ball, he would do something right or do something wrong. But it's kind of felt like a 75% chance he would do something wrong, 25% chance he would do something right in the playoffs. Like whenever he goes to the basket, the ball either just slips right out of his hands or it's just the most atrocious brick you'll ever see. Try to create off the dribble, like had an elbow jump shot, just a brick. He really is a walking brick. I mean, had a lane violation on a free throw possession for the Knicks. I forgot who was shooting the free throw, but yeah, Grimes had a lane violation. I think it may have been Cat, and he ended up hitting that extra free throw because Grimes simply could not keep himself out of the paint. I mean, I've never seen a lane violation ever, and of course, Quentin Grimes had to be the first player to show. Even the broadcast was like, wow, you rarely ever see the lane violation. Of course, it had to be Quentin Grimes. So I'm done with Grimes. You simply cannot have a bench this bad. Like, who is on this bench that can give you any production whatsoever? You had Tyrese Maxey play 47 freaking minutes, okay? Paul George, 43. I know, yeah, it's the playoffs, but this team barely got any rest, not even like a 2-day break. After from, playing the Boston Celtics on to playing the Knicks. Even, the Knicks bench, you had Jordan Clarkson go 2 for 4, had 5 rebounds. So letting Jordan Clarkson get 5 rebounds is kind of a little bit of a disgrace in and of itself. I mean, the Sixers actually did out-rebound the Knicks 39-37. Knicks had 9 offensive rebounds compared to the Sixers 11. So, I mean, the Knicks... The Knicks really did kind of replace their rebounding prowess from a couple years ago with just flat-out scoring juice. They just simply have a lot of weapons. I mean, Karl-Anthony Towns was really getting his way to the basket in the third quarter. That was before they really switched Paul George onto him, and Adem Bowen, Andre Drummond could not do anything to guard him, man. The Knicks were just really getting too many paths to the rim. It really was a lot of just weak perimeter defense getting caught in way too many screens. Like you're coming back to Philly, and Embiid's hip is busted up, his knee is busted up. I have no clue what the Sixers are going to have to do in game 3, other than just hope that Joel Embiid is at least like 70%. I mean, anything less than that, and the Sixers just flat out they just have no chance in the series, man. I mean, you think about the Knicks and how many weapons they have offensively, and the Sixers, they just don't have enough. They literally just don't have enough. I mean, you had Kelly Oubre finally start hitting from 3. He went 3 for 6, and you still lost. You had VJ 3 for 7 from 3. That was huge. And all the wins they had against the Celtics, VJ was on fire from 3. He was 3 for 7. You still ended up losing. So, I mean, the Sixers, they were playing good basketball, for what the amount of talent they have, permitted. But, Tyrese Maxey kind of really disappointed when it came to being a first option. Way too many, wide open missed threes. A lot of times where he just had a lot of tunnel vision, taking a lot of dumb shots, and it just sucks, man. It sucks because, when you have Embiid and Maxey working the two-man game, at least a healthy Embiid, they're one of the most lethal offensive duos in the league. It just seems like the Sixers really just ran out of gas. That their battery level is at like 5% right now. It seems like they simply were gassed in the fourth quarter. Cannot hit a shot, really slow getting out in transition, really cannot defend. The Knicks keep their defender, keep the ball handler in front of them, and yeah, they paid the price for it. Maxey played the entire second half. They shot terribly in the fourth. And then, got to give credit to the Knicks, man. They come up clutch. I mean, I barely see the Knicks ever lose close games. Jalen Brunson, he kind of is just that guy. You can't win a championship with a small guard, but, Jalen Brunson really does know how to close it out in the fourth quarter. Sixers play game 3. soon. I think they do not have a 2-day break, so it will be on a Friday. We'll catch y'all in the next one here on NZ for 3 to react to it. That's all I got. Peace.